Here, on the edge of the world lies a land of colossal scale and untamed beauty. Alaska, a realm of towering ice-sculpted peaks, of vast silent forests, and rivers that run like silver veins through the wilderness. It is a place where nature's grandeur is both absolute and humbling. Life here unfolds on a different timeline, dictated by the rhythm of long, sun-drenched summer days and the profound stillness of winter. For centuries, this has been the stage for epic stories of survival and adaptation, a testament to the raw, unyielding power of the natural world. But another perhaps more unexpected story is being written upon this ancient landscape. In this immense wilderness, a human endeavor, one of patience, precision, and quiet contemplation, has found a remarkable home: the game of golf. It seems at first an unlikely pairing, the manicured perfection of a green against the rugged chaos of the wild. Yet it is precisely this contrast that creates something truly extraordinary. Here, the familiar rules and rituals of the game are transformed, elevated by the sheer magnificence of their surroundings. Each swing of the club, each carefully plotted shot, becomes a dialogue not just with the course, but with the very essence of Alaska itself. Welcome to Alaska's hidden gem golf courses, where breathtaking landscapes meet the love of the game. We journey to discover greens nestled at the foot of glaciers, fairways where eagles soar overhead, and moose wander with quiet indifference. This is golf played under the ethereal glow of the midnight sun, a surreal experience where time seems to stretch and bend. It is a challenge not only of skill, but of focus, as one's attention is constantly drawn away by the panoramic spectacle that unfolds at every turn, on every hole, across this great land. This is more than a simple tour of golf courses, it is an exploration of harmony between human design and natural wonder. It is a celebration of those who had the vision to carve these oases of sport into one of the planet's most formidable environments. Each course tells its own unique story, a chapter in the larger narrative of life in the last frontier. Join us as we uncover these secluded jewels, these surprising sanctuaries of sport, proving that even in the wildest of places, the universal appeal of the game can not only survive, but thrive in spectacular fashion. Our journey begins in Anchorage, the state's most populous city, yet a place where the wilderness is never more than a stone's throw away. Here, nestled against the dramatic backdrop of the Chugach Mountains, we find the Anchorage Golf Course. Designed by the esteemed golf course architect Bill Newcomb, this course is a masterpiece of integration, a layout that feels less like an imposition on the landscape, and more like a natural extension of it. The air here is crisp, carrying the scent of pine and the promise of an unforgettable round, where the city's skyline gives way to a panorama of raw, elemental power. From the very first tee, the scale of the setting is apparent. The fairways, lush and emerald green, roll across the terrain like a carefully laid carpet, framed by dense stands of birch and spruce trees. The course demands strategic thinking. Newcomb's design cleverly utilizes the natural contours of the land, creating elevation changes and challenging lies that test every aspect of a player's game. It is a public course, open to all, yet it possesses the character and challenge of a world-class private club, offering a truly democratic golfing experience against a backdrop that is anything but common. The signature hole, the 14th, is a par 3 that is simply breathtaking in its scope and beauty. From an elevated tee box, the player looks down upon a green that seems to float in a sea of wilderness. But it is the view beyond that truly captures the soul. On a clear day, one is greeted by an uninterrupted vista of Denali, the highest peak in North America, its immense snow-covered form dominating the distant horizon. It is a moment of profound awe, where the small act of hitting a golf ball feels both insignificant and profoundly connected to the immense landscape before you. What makes this course truly unique is this constant, powerful presence of Alaska's titans. The game is played under the watchful gaze of the Chugach Range and the ever-present, almost mythical view of Denali. It is a place where wildlife sightings are not an anomaly, but an expected part of the experience. A wandering moose might pause to observe your putting technique, or a bald eagle might circle high above the fairway. This is golf where nature is not just a backdrop, it is an active and often awe-inspiring playing partner. Just a short drive from Anchorage, we venture to a place where the connection to the wild feels even more intimate and profound. Welcome to Moose Run Golf Course, a 36-hole facility that lays claim to being the northernmost course accredited by the United States Golf Association. We focus our attention on its famed Creek Course, a formidable track designed by Robin Nelson. Carved directly out of the dense Alaskan wilderness at the foot of the Chugach Mountains, this course is not for the faint of heart. It is a true test of skill, a layout that rewards bravery and punishes the slightest miscalculation with unforgiving severity. The Creek Course lives up to its name, with Ship Creek, a glacial-fed waterway, winding its way through the layout like a serpent, coming into play on no fewer than 17 of the 18 holes. The sound of its rushing water is a constant companion, a beautiful yet menacing presence that adds a psychological layer to every shot. The course is long, demanding, and relentlessly challenging, with narrow fairways bordered by thick, impenetrable forest. A ball that strays from the intended path is often lost forever to the wild, a small sacrifice to the spirit of the place. Its signature hole, the 7th, is a perfect encapsulation of the Creek Course's beautiful brutality. It is a stunning par 4 that requires 2 precise shots to find the green. The tee shot must navigate a narrow corridor of trees with Ship Creek looming menacingly all along the right-hand side. The approach shot is even more daunting, as the green is an island completely surrounded by the swirling crystal-clear waters of the creek. It demands a shot of pure conviction, a moment where the golfer must block out the magnificent, distracting beauty and focus entirely on the task at hand. The uniqueness of Moose Run, and the Creek Course in particular, lies in its immersive wilderness experience. It is situated on military land, part of Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson, but is open to the public, creating a fascinating blend of rugged nature and structured discipline. You are more likely to share a fairway with a brown bear or a majestic bull moose than another group of golfers. This is not just playing golf in Alaska, this is playing golf with Alaska. It is a raw, untamed, and utterly unforgettable encounter with the game at its most wild and challenging edge. Here in the Matanuska-Susitna Valley lies the Palmer Golf Course, cradled by the Chugach and Talkeetna mountain ranges. To walk these fairways is to feel a profound connection to the raw, untamed power that defines Alaska. The course unfolds as a graceful conversation with the land. It is here on the 17th hole that the course presents its most breathtaking spectacle. It is the sheer, overwhelming scale of the panorama that unfolds before you. One feels remarkably small, a fleeting visitor in a timeless land. It becomes a form of meditation, a communion with the wild. One experiences the very soul of Alaska. We travel now into the heart of Alaska's interior, to a place where the seasons paint the landscape in dramatic colors. Near Fairbanks lies the Chena Bend Golf Course, a sanctuary for those seeking the game in this northern latitude. The air carries the scent of spruce and the rich soil of the boreal forest. The course itself is a marvel of adaptation, demanding strategic thinking. Here navigate dense stands of white spruce and birch that line the fairways. The Chena River is a constant presence, creating natural water hazards. The signature 13th hole embodies the unique character of Chena Bend, requiring a carry over the river to a well-guarded green. During summer, the sun barely dips below the horizon, bathing the course in a perpetual twilight. Golfers can tee off late into the evening under the midnight sun. It is in these quiet, golden hours that one truly appreciates the magic of the far north. On the edge of Anchorage, where the city gives way to the Chugach State Park, we find a formidable test of golf, Moose Run's Creek Course. Carved from the dense forest, this is not a course for the faint of heart, but a raw, rugged, and spectacular journey. Ship Creek weaves through the layout, a constant reminder of the wild. It is a genuine wilderness track where every shot must be carefully plotted. Moose are resident groundskeepers, often seen grazing on the fairways. Encounters with bears and eagles reinforce that golf is played within a living ecosystem. Here, on the fringes of Anchorage, lies the Creek Course at Moose Run. It is a place where the human desire for order and sport meets the chaotic beauty of nature head-on. The air itself feels different here, charged with the ancient energy of the Chugach Mountains. The course is more than a series of fairways and greens. It is a journey through a living, breathing ecosystem. Each hole presents a new dialogue between the golfer and the environment. Here, the rules of golf are supplemented by the unwritten laws of the wild, demanding respect and awareness. The signature 7th hole encapsulates the spirit of the entire course. Ship Creek carves its way directly in front of the putting surface, its cold, clear waters a formidable hazard. The possibility of sharing a fairway with a majestic bull moose is an expected part of the experience. Playing here is a uniquely Alaskan drama, a truly humbling and unforgettable encounter. We travel to the Matanuska-Susitna Valley, the agricultural heartland of Alaska. In Palmer we find a course deeply rooted in the land. Unlike rugged mountain courses, Palmer offers open skies and pastoral landscapes. Fairways stretch across the valley floor, inviting yet challenging. The 16th hole, a long par 5, dares golfers to cut the corner over a water hazard. The breathtaking panoramic backdrop, with Pioneer Peak and the Talkeetna Mountains, elevates the entire experience. Deep in Alaska, near Fairbanks, lies Fort Wainwright, home to Chunna Bend Golf Course. As one of the northernmost courses in the United States, it's a resilient green oasis carved from the boreal forest. The course follows the Chena River, its namesake and most prominent feature, creating natural hazards. The signature 9th hole demands length and precision, requiring a tee shot over the river to a well-bunkered green. But Chena Bend's most magical quality is the midnight sun, allowing surreal late-night golf under colorful skies. It's an unforgettable spectacle on the northernmost frontier of the game. Here in Soldotna, where the Kenai River flows, lies Birch Ridge Golf Course, a 9-hole sanctuary sculpted from the Alaskan landscape by community spirit and respect for nature. To play here is to engage with the land. Each fairway is a corridor through boreal forest, ancient trees watching the game. The signature hole, the 3rd, is a par 5 that encapsulates the spirit of Birch Ridge. The true signature is the palpable sense of peace enveloped by nature. It is more than a golf course. It is a refuge, a place for solace and connection, a reminder that profound experiences are found in the quiet beauty of Birch Ridge. We travel now to an island steeped in legend, a realm of giants. Kodiak Island, home to the formidable bear that shares its name, seems an unlikely setting for the delicate dance of golf. Yet, here we find the Bear Valley Golf Course, a 9-hole marvel that stands as a bold declaration of human presence in one of the world's most rugged landscapes. This course is a frontier, not just geographically, but in spirit. It exists on the edge of civilization, where the manicured greens give way abruptly to the untamed wilderness of the Emerald Isle. The air is thick with the salt of the nearby Pacific, a constant reminder of the powerful forces that shape this land. Playing here is an exercise in awareness. One must be attuned not only to the wind and the lie of the ball, but to the world beyond the fairway. The course is an open invitation to the island's wild inhabitants. A majestic bald eagle might soar overhead, its keen eyes surveying the scene below, while a curious fox might pause at the edge of the woods, a fleeting silent observer. The game becomes secondary to the experience of being immersed in this dynamic ecosystem, a place where the boundary between the human world and the natural world is beautifully and sometimes thrillingly blurred. It is a humbling, unforgettable encounter. The 7th hole, a stunning par 3, serves as the course's breathtaking signature. The tee box sits elevated, offering a panoramic vista of the surrounding valley, and the formidable mountains that rise like ancient sentinels. The green below appears as a small, isolated island of order in a sea of wild terrain. It is a shot that requires not just skill but a measure of courage, a commitment to send the ball soaring into the vastness of the Kodiak sky. To stand on this tee is to feel a profound sense of scale, a feeling of being a small part of something immense and timeless. As the round concludes, the experience lingers long after the final putt has dropped. This is not golf as a mere pastime, it is an adventure. It is about sharing a space with some of the planet's most magnificent creatures, about playing the game against a backdrop of unparalleled natural drama. Bear Valley is more than a collection of fairways and greens, it is a gateway. It offers a glimpse into the raw, untamed heart of Alaska, a place where the spirit of the wild is not just a distant concept, but a living, breathing presence that walks beside you on your journey through the course. Nestled at the foot of the Chugach Mountains on the grounds of Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson, lies a golfing landscape of remarkable scale and beauty. This is Moose Run Golf Course, and we are exploring its legendary creek course, a layout renowned throughout the state and beyond. This is not some quaint remote track. It is a formidable 36-hole complex, the only military course of its kind in Alaska. The creek course in particular is a masterful design that winds its way through dense forests and across meandering waterways, a testament to the harmonious integration of a championship-level challenge within a pristine natural environment. The very name, Moose Run, is a clue to the unique character of this place. The course is a natural corridor for the region's abundant wildlife, and encounters are not a possibility, but an expectation. A formidable bull moose might emerge from the trees, his immense antlers silhouetted against the mountain peaks, pausing to graze on the tender shoots along the fairway. These are not interruptions to the game, they are its most memorable moments. They serve as a powerful reminder that here, we are merely visitors in a world that has existed long before the first tee was ever placed in the ground. The signature 13th hole of the Creek course is a moment of pure golfing theater. It is a dramatic par 3 that demands a heroic shot across a deep, wooded ravine, where the rushing waters of Ship Creek echo below. The green is a small target seemingly suspended between the chasm and the sky, with the full majesty of the Chugach Range providing an awe-inspiring backdrop. It is a hole that tests one's nerve as much as one's skill, a single shot that encapsulates the blend of natural peril and design perfection that defines this remarkable course. It is quite simply one of the great holes in Alaskan golf. To walk these fairways is to experience a unique duality. It is a place of military precision and natural chaos, of meticulously maintained greens and untamed wilderness. The sound of a perfectly struck drive can be followed by the distant sound of jet aircraft from the nearby base, a strange but fitting symphony for this extraordinary location. The Creek course at Moose Run is more than a challenge. It is a celebration of Alaska's grand scale, a place where the ambitions of man and the enduring power of nature have found a way to coexist in spectacular, unforgettable fashion. Deep within Alaska lies Chena Bend Golf Course, a testament to human ingenuity carved from the boreal forest. Situated on Fort Wainwright, it's where the game meets the ancient wilderness. Playing here is an immersive experience, framed by the grandeur of the North. Designed by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, it follows the Chena River. The signature 13th hole demands a tee shot over the Chena River. What defines Chena Bend is its proximity to Alaska's wild heart. Games are paused by moose, eagles or foxes, reminding players they are visitors in an enduring wilderness. Nestled at the foot of the Chugach Mountains, Moose Run Golf Course boasts two distinct 18-hole layouts. We focus on the Creek course, a formidable challenge. Designed by Robin Nelson, this course is a demanding journey through rugged, mountainous beauty. Ship Creek and its tributaries define the course. The design is a masterclass in strategic golf, forcing critical decisions on nearly every shot. This interplay between risk and reward, set against the Alaskan scenery, creates a unique golfing experience. The 18th hole is a spectacular climax, demanding 3 precise shots to a green protected by the creek. It encapsulates the essence of the Creek course, beautiful, strategic, and relentlessly challenging. The course is a designated wildlife corridor, where sightings of moose are near certainty. It's a shared space where sport and the untamed natural world exist in unforgettable harmony. We travel to the Kenai Peninsula, Alaska's playground, for its natural wonders. In Castleoff we find Tanglewood Lakes Golf Club. This 9-hole course offers pure joy. Surrounded by forests and lakes, the course meanders through a Kenai landscape. The par 3 7th is a jewel, demanding accuracy over water. Tanglewood Lakes offers tranquility, a peaceful refuge. It's a place to reconnect with the game and nature. Deep within the Matanuska-Susitna Valley lies Tanglewood Lakes Golf Club. It's a testament to the intimate relationship between the game and the wild. Towering birch trees line the fairways, creating a shifting mosaic of light. The signature experience is the 9th hole, a remarkable par 3 that demands precision. The green is a small island surrounded by the cold waters of a natural lake. A moose and her calf might emerge, indifferent to the human activity nearby. Here, golf becomes secondary to the experience of being enveloped by Alaska. We travel to Juneau, accessible only by air or sea. Here in the shadow of the Mendenhall Glacier lies the Mendenhall Golf Course. Every swing happens under its silent, watchful gaze. This 9-hole course winds through a valley carved by the glacier. Playing here one feels the confluence of ice, forest and water. The 4th hole is the course's signature. As you round the corner, the Mendenhall Glacier dominates the horizon. It is a moment where the sport is utterly dwarfed by the sheer majesty of the natural world. What sets Mendenhall apart is this awe-inspiring dialogue with the Ice Age. To golf at Mendenhall is to play in a living museum of natural history. Our journey takes us to an island renowned for its wildness, a place synonymous with one of the planet's most formidable predators. We have arrived on Kodiak Island, and here, nestled within the Coast Guard base, is the Bear Valley Golf Course. This is, without question, one of the most rugged and untamed golfing environments imaginable. The name is not a quaint affectation, it is a statement of fact. This course is situated in the heart of brown bear country, and their presence is a fundamental aspect of the experience, demanding a level of awareness and respect found nowhere else in the world of golf. The course itself, a 9-hole layout maintained by the Coast Guard, is a reflection of its environment, hardy, unpretentious, and utterly captivating. It sprawls across a wide, windswept valley framed by emerald mountains that plunge dramatically towards the sea. The weather here is a character in its own right, a fickle and powerful force that can shift from brilliant sunshine to thick, chilling fog and driving rain in a matter of minutes. The fairways are open and exposed, and the ever-present wind, carrying the salt spray of the nearby Pacific, is a constant and formidable opponent, testing the skill and resolve of any who dare to play. Its signature challenge is perhaps the 7th hole, a long, demanding par 5 that plays directly into the prevailing wind. The hole stretches out across a vast expanse of tundra-like terrain, with the imposing figure of Barometer Mountain looming in the distance. There is little to protect the ball from the gusts that sweep down from the high peaks and in from the ocean. It requires not just power but a low, penetrating ball flight and a strategist's mind. Successfully navigating this hole feels like a genuine victory, a hard-won battle against the raw, elemental forces that govern this wild island landscape. Ultimately, the uniqueness of Bear Valley is the profound and humbling integration of wildlife into the game. It is not a question of if you will see a bear, but when. Special rules are in place, and golfers are educated on proper etiquette when a Kodiak brown bear, the largest land carnivore on Earth, decides to amble across a fairway. This is not a zoo, it is their home. Playing golf here is a privilege that comes with a deep responsibility, creating an experience that is thrilling, slightly unnerving, and absolutely unforgettable. A true walk on the wild side, where the hazards are very, very real. In Alaska's vast interior lies North Star Golf Club. Here the game is played under the midnight sun. Fairways are carved through the boreal forest, creating a luminous twilight experience. The quiet wilderness is punctuated by the call of a loon. The rhythm syncs with the sun's majestic procession. The 3rd hole exemplifies the environment's unique challenges. Playing here is an immersion, more than a round of golf. It's a memory forged in the golden light of a sun that never sleeps. We arrive in Anchorage, Alaska's largest city, where wilderness and human endeavor coexist. Nestled against the Chugach Mountains is the Anchorage Golf Course, a green lung for the metropolis. It's a sanctuary for golfers and diverse wildlife. The course, designed by Bill Newcomb, collaborates with the environment, showcasing the Alaskan terrain. The signature 14th hole, a par 3, demands precision. It encapsulates Alaskan golf, a contest against the course and the raw elements. Games are paused for crossing moose, eagles soar overhead, and the occasional bear reminds you of the wild. Here, the gallery is the native wildlife, making every round an unforgettable safari. Our journey takes us to Fairbanks and Fort Wainwright, home to Chena Bend Golf Course. It's one of the northernmost USGA-rated courses in the world. Carved along the Chena River, the course is a testament to human tenacity. Here, golf is played under the midnight sun, a surreal experience. The Chena River is an active participant in the game, demanding respect. Lined with boreal forest, playing here feels like an expedition through pristine wilderness. The 18th hole is a dramatic par 4, demanding a tee shot over the river. During the summer solstice, golfers can play through the night in the Midnight Sun Golf Tournament. It's an unforgettable experience, a memory that will linger long after the final putt. We have journeyed across a land of impossible scale and breathtaking beauty, from the coastal rainforests of the south to the sunlit nights of the deep interior. We've seen how the ancient game of golf has found a home in one of the wildest places on Earth. Here, the sport is transformed. It becomes more than a contest of skill. It becomes an immersive experience, a dialogue with nature itself. Each course is a testament to the enduring allure of the Alaskan wilderness, a unique stage where every drive, every chip, every putt is framed by a backdrop of unparalleled grandeur. This is a frontier not just of geography, but of experience. The courses we've explored are mere whispers of the adventures that await. They're gateways to a deeper connection with the natural world, places where the silence is broken only by the cry of an eagle or the rustle of a moose in the brush. To play golf in Alaska is to accept an invitation from the wild, to step onto a tee box and feel the humbling presence of mountains that have stood for millennia and rivers that have carved the very land beneath your feet. It's to understand that you are a visitor in a grand, untamed kingdom, and the game is your guide through its magnificent terrain, a shared language between humanity and the wild. The call of the wild is strong, and the challenge is set. The manicured greens and rugged landscapes of Alaska are waiting to test your skill, inspire your spirit, and redefine your understanding of the game. This is not merely a vacation, it's an expedition to the heart of what makes golf so captivating, played out on the grandest stage imaginable. The fairways are open, the vistas are endless, and an unforgettable story is waiting for you to write its next chapter, one swing at a time. The final frontier of golf is here, a pristine wilderness ready to be discovered. Ready to tee off where adventure meets the extraordinary. Discover Alaska's hidden gem golf courses and experience the game like never before. Here, amongst the mountains, glaciers, and endless summer light, you'll find more than just a game. You'll find a piece of the wild that stays with you forever. The ultimate golfing journey is not a distant dream, it's a destination. Book your Alaskan golf adventure today and answer the call of the last frontier. Your most memorable round awaits.